got on gray shirts. You see that?
Yeah. I'm looking at
You first always be what you doing.
yeah. What you looking for?
Oh, that's all it's
Cushion.
all right. Thank you. No, it's good. Thank you so much.
Here we go.
Yeah, that's good. That's what I like. Thank you, guys.
All right. Yeah, let me see this. I don't need to ask.
All righty. Good day, good day, good day.
Hello.
How y'all out there? How
Yeah, I
y'all?
got something. I just tell her to call me that she got a coupon or something that we can get that. I tell I'm doing a podcast. I'm on the podcast. Yeah.
A good day out there, good day out there, good day out there. Unfortunately,
You laugh?
yep. How y'all doing out there?
It's good, man.
It's good in the neighborhood. All right. We were just gonna start right out talking. You know, we on CP time, but we're gonna start right out with the message and the information. All right, so update on my strong. Leveling up always, leveling up. That's my gene code right now. I did a transfusion. That's all that runs in my blood is leveling up and W's, winning, leveling up, leveling up. That's a rap song. Leveling up, winning, leveling up. Yep. So that's been my strong. So I'm just basically trying to get it all, get it all in perspective, right? That's what life is all about, lining those things up that you want to manifest through your affirmations, lining them up. So that's what we do. We line it up for you. Okay, so with that being said, me and brother coming to you today. Off of freestyle as usual, but you know we always got some good information for you. Brother, how was your strong?
It was great. You know, we just coming off doing, you know, some performances, really just studying, just enjoying life, really. Coming off, I can't say vacation, but we're living a vacation. Um,
Especially when you got your life.
yeah, so, um, yeah, I'm just leveling up far as, you know, doing less. A lot of times, less is more. You know what I'm saying? And focusing on things I want to focus on. You know, and that would be show, that would be the music, you know, and I'm also helping somebody trip up right now, you know, that he's under the weather. So, you know, we're doing that, but, you know, we just here trying to spread the good news and for the people that want to listen, in ways he's going to teach them to, today.
Yep, you said the number. Yep, and I can give you that information on the number. Bruh, wave the cat. Hey, cat.
Hey, Cat.
Yeah, Sister Queen is chiming in. Hey, lady. Thank you, as always. Alrighty, number 4, brother had got that straight for us in this book called numerology. Do-it-yourself numerology. It has how to unlock numerology, the secrets of your personality with numbers. So today's number is equal to 4. So I'm gonna break that down to you. Some little hints of it because it gives you so much information. As you can see, how thick this book is, it gives you so much information. So I'm just gonna tap in to the number 4 people today, and your general trends for the number 4 personality. Let me scan and see what they say about you. Okay, bam, I found something. However, you are working very strongly with things relating to practical issues, your physical reality and your physical body. So learning how to survive is very important to you, and you may work very hard to make sure that all of your physical needs are met. Go ahead, number 4. That's good. You can do that for yourself. Number 4. That was your general trend for number 4 personality. Here's another factor for the number 4 personality. In this next page, it says, right here. Okay, there we go. It says, okay, and this is from your challenges. It says, with a 4 influencing your personality, you may at times be prone to mentology because you simply cannot face the physical reality of having to survive. That's some deep challenges for personalities. Um, Mandatology because you simply cannot face the physical reality of having to survive. So I believe in that saying that you kind of lack in the skills going forward into planning your strategy to how to maneuver in survival mode. A lot of people can't just jump in survival mode. Some people can, some people can't. It's a very hard thing to do.
It is.
Survival mode. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people say, yeah, if anything happens, I can do this, I can do that. Even though if you're preparing, like for the crisis of the so-called in or they're in, like they try to make us think that they can shut this all down when they get ready, but it ain't happening. But anyway, you can't prepare for everything, and some things you can prepare for and a lot of things you can't. Um, but basically, instead of being prepared in physical matter, is the mental right of what you can kick into the survival mode. Because like when you're, like if you ever been out, say for example, I'm being stranded as a woman. I'm driving down this long dark road, hardly no lights on it, country road, say for given, and a flat tire. You know, am I gonna sit in that car and panic and just waste time and not try nothing? Or is the adrenaline gonna kick in where I'm gonna get out there and at least try to change the tire? If I have to burn some paper or wood beside me to see and do whatever I have to do to get that tire changed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't put a man or woman on that shit because I done rode down some dark country roads.
And you set it out.
I'm just saying I ain't no flagging them, but I just know they don't have no street lights there.
Right.
And they like pitch black. So if you want a road car with some lights or something different, but a lot of them roads ain't got no lights. The best bet is you got to try to call somebody.
And they get you.
Yeah, you know.
That's what I'm saying. I would be with that measure. If you know you can't reach nobody,
you get out. I mean, how you gonna walk and you don't see you walking there?
true.
You know.
But like I said,
creatures come out at night. You know what I'm saying? And I got some relatives. They used to walk in the road, and they say what they do. They be making noise, and they be always looking at, try to look ahead, because it's pretty much right where they at is pretty good because they was walking there. But yeah, they be have snakes crawling out there, deers, and anything. might
sometimes,
behoove you to sit there and go to the daybreak for real, man. It
yeah,
all
it's
depends
a
on the
little
role.
like, yeah, it depends, like I said,
Now, if
whatever
you're on
your
the city
situation.
street, that's something different.
Right, right,
You know what
right.
I'm saying?
Yeah, but like I said, I have been a damsel in distress, and I had to uh, go to. It was snowing, and I was trying to get to home because my grandson was just born, and it was snowing. Then I had problems with my car, and then I ended up slowing down enough right by the by this hotel, and I went in there and I told them the situation, and they had this rate called distress rate, which is free.
Mm-hmm.
Damn near. So
Okay.
yeah, they let me get a room. Um, it was one of the rooms probably had that nobody ain't. They was there, but they checked in it, but they never really used anything.
Okay.
So they gave me a free room for the night until
Okay.
in the morning. Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's what I said. But see, that's when you when you help other people, and I know sometimes when you help other people, some people take advantage of your kindness and your help. But when you help other people, it's sort of like paying it forward, especially when you do it from the heart and don't be looking for nothing really. And you leave it up to the person to be human enough to at least show you some type of appreciation, gratitude.
Mm-hmm.
If they do, they do. They don't, they don't. You know what I'm saying? So um, sometimes that's when these type of miracles kick in for you
Yeah.
when you have done some things already and paid forward. So keep that
Yeah.
in mind. Number four. So
Yeah.
and also that was it for the number four. But I wanted to also just read you like I always do from um, the Buddha 365 days Buddha inspiration quote. And for today's date, it says, um, if we don't begin with ourselves, we have no way of actually, truly loving others.
Read that down, right?
Okay? If we don't begin with ourselves, we have no way of actually, truly loving others.
Right. Yeah. How can you love someone else if you don't love yourself? That's the whole thing right there.
That is a true
Yeah.
factor old saying right there.
Some people did that going. If you want to deal with the world, you got to love yourself. But when you learn to love yourself, you can love everybody else.
Right.
And then all around things that for the night you getting down with the world that. That's really, really, really the whole damn truth. Yeah, you gotta love yourself first. You
Yeah.
know, you gotta actually take care of yourself. You can't really give out if your cup's empty. You're not take care of yourself, I can take care of somebody else. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So yeah, that's a good one.
Yep. So remember that from the number four personalities, those two information that I gave you regarding your personalities, the number fours, and what the Buddha suggested that hey, you can't love nobody else if you don't love yourself. Remember how I used to do as kids, act like somebody hugging us.
Yeah.
And sometimes you gotta do that still today.
Yeah.
Gotta hug your damn self.
Yeah.
Hug your damn self. But with much love. But putting that into information, brother had some things he wanted to share with you. We just got on here to kick a little knowledge with y'all for this closing of this strong. So basically, brother, you still working on yours? I can go ahead and read this one.
So you New York, I'm just,
Okay.
just like, I actually got it on my phone, but I'm just going to
Write your
read
notes.
it.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
All right, so with that being said, I took some things out this book. It's called the the Heart of the Healing. See, the Heart of the Healing. Um, And it just breaks the heart now. And it says the heart or muscular organ that pumps blood received from the veins into the arteries, therefore supplying the entire circulatory system. That's the scientific broken down. And it says the other two, the vital center of the one's being, emotion and sensibility. It says healing verb is to restore health and soundness, cures to set right mend, and it says to restore to spiritual to wholeness. Those three things together. So this is a very interesting book. I copied it from, of course, no other than Thrift Away, Throw Away Great Knowledge. How about that? Okay.
I got a good book out there the other day for $2. And I went online, it was $30.
This one was $4.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And what knowledge we bring, it says, and we have heard this before. Like I said, this book is by um, the Institute of Nautic Science with William Cole. Like you can see the design, you have to really look into the design of this book. It's a lot going on with that.
Right.
Yeah, it's symbols, it's art symbols.
Yeah, but that main symbol, I guess, like a seashell.
Yep, shell over top connected to the brain.
Yeah.
You see the eye is big. Look like a hand, a cup hand over the eye,
Mm-hmm.
and a film reel, like film gears, like gears,
Right.
like mechanical gears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess it represents the brain, the mind.
Mm-hmm. So, and what it says in this chapter of healing, the healing culture, and it says from the shamans to the shiny medical medicine. So, this is the common ways to health. And one quote I wanted to take out of this book and share with you guys was, it says, health depends on our state of equilibrium among the various factors that govern the operation of the body and the mind. The equilibrium, in turn, is reached only when man lives in harmony and with his actual external environment. So, in order for you to have your equilibrium balance, you have to live in harmony with your external environment. And when I say external environment, that means the world within inside you.
Yeah, one more time.
Okay? I'm going to say it one more time. The brother going to give me his thoughts on it. It says, health depends on our state of equilibrium among the various factors that governs the operation of the body and the mind. The equilibrium in turn is reached only when man lives in harmony with his external environment.
Okay.
So what's your take on it, bro?
So my take is exactly what it said. You know, if you want to live a good balanced life and live in peace and harmony, what it's saying is until you do that, with your balance right, you're not gonna have peace and harmony in your life. Like say for instance, you in a relationship, right?
Mm-hmm.
And certain things, you gotta do to have a good relationship. Certain things you can do to make it have a bad. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You gotta make the right choices. Um, Even on your job, even whatever you do, it's a balance. Because like we had this talk show for a lot of years, right? But for us to work in harmony and keep, putting the knowledge out, you know what I'm saying? We had to keep a balance, you know what I'm saying? And it's something we love to do because that's why we be doing it. This is one of our callings. And we dealt with other people, and because this is like our third spot,
Yep.
and almost the fourth spot we had down there, but if people don't respect the way we do things and how, we want to present our show, and, you know, we had to leave, and that's what basically what happened. So all that with balance is, I took it off source, but I was just trying to make you uh, get a thing how we do it in our regular life. But balance, eating right, staying connected to the earth,
That's all external stuff that is speaking of the stuff you work on the inside, and you just
yeah,
speaking of things on the outside.
yeah.
So
But the inside will fall under meditation.
right,
You know what I'm saying? Sitting still, being quiet, listening to that voice, that soft voice in your head. A lot of people don't even listen to that voice no more. They don't even trust that voice no more. They gotta go somewhere. When they got a decision to make, they gotta pick up the phone, call mom, call girlfriend, call somebody instead of going within. So then the people out there that you call and shit, they don't, 9 times out of 10, they don't care like you should care for yourself. And then, cause back in the day, people come to me real right now. It be people out there don't have a clue. You be like, wow, you know what I'm saying? But all this stuff starts with going within, and trying to be positive. And one thing leads to another. But you gotta have your balance. That's why, I got my name BRA LAW. My sign is the Libra, that's the scale. My first 3 letters of my name is law. So what's the scale is when you go to the law, that's the sign and it's a scale. Meaning that anything you do in life is the balance. Like they say, well, you can't do this, you can't do that. And then some people say do it in moderation. You can do it in moderation, but it's just a balance. You do
still a
too
balance.
much of anything,
No, you can't.
ain't good for you.
No, no, not at all. So that was a fine tuned way of breaking that down, super. I appreciate that because I got a different perspective of it as
Yeah,
well.
drop yours.
And and it also says those who have grown up with Western medicine tend to make assumptions about Western versus non-Western approaches to diseases and treatment. I guess depends on that's with any situation. Like you just said, it's a balance. It's different sides of the country. I think there has to be different beliefs and different practices and cultures of life
Yeah.
because if we didn't have that difference, and everybody was like the same and everywhere was the
Yeah. If you
same.
ever know the pole duality is everything is the opposite. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like they tell us, oh, you was born.
That's where the yin and the yang.
Yeah, you was born and God gave you an angel. But they'll tell you you got a demon too. I don't talk about that demon.
Nah.
And that demon sneak up on people, man.
All the time. That's why they be. That's why I guess when the demons sneak up on them, they be tripping, slipping, dipping, whatever you want to call it. But they ain't themselves.
Yeah. Like DMX did that song.
Yeah. So, but when you slip and you fall, you're supposed to be able to, supposed to be able to get back up, and like you got to keep that balance, that harmony of your external self, so that way you can pull yourself back up if you should happen to slip and fall. Know that within your heart and your mind and your soul will bring you back, will pull you back together.
Yeah. Know thyself.
Know thyself.
Once you know yourself, you good. That's the whole thing. People don't know themselves. They busy, looking at the TV or listening to, what I'm saying, instead of going within. A lot of times you can find out, if it's something you like to do, and a lot of times you think it might be something you like to do, and you get programmed to like that. So, you got outside forces even when we live programming us. We always say this 1,000 times, tell our vision, tell our to the vision, you know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got someone out there to do, but yeah, you just gotta get to know yourself and try to stay focused on the things that you're doing in this life. You know what I'm saying? And basically, what you're saying is an up. You can't be an up without a down. You can't be an in without an out. Just know all these things, and then also know the pendulum, right? It's swinging.
Mm-hmm.
So if you having a good time and a good life and making money, you're doing all this, put something up.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You prepare so when that pendulum swing on the other side, right? You'll be prepared and it won't hit as hard. Because the word say is to each life the rain must fall. But notice when that rain falls, guess what? You can trees grow. Something gonna blossom better than it was before. So you gotta prepare for as much as you can for the downside. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because the problem is when you don't prepare, then you left helpless and you gotta depend on others to take care of you or the government to take care of you or you understand what I'm saying? So in a sense, you know, the government feels though they're taking care of everybody anyway because they got a law over this land. You know, we need to deepen into that and we were division to the other land. So um, there's a lot of crazy stuff going on out here. So you can't see it. Something wrong with you. You know what I'm saying? It's just simply that we live in a whole nother paradigm. The shit always took place. You know, so I'm gonna let Tim finish. I don't want to get deep into mine. I'm gonna talk about that shift too.
Right. And what I wanted to tap on also was that I also like to bring you things from books. This is another book I got, and this was at Five and Below, and this is called Chakra uh, and Self Care. Um, Everyday rituals you could do to your chakra. So right now we're caught up in is what they call it's a solar plexus chakra activation, and there's so many things you can do to activate the solar plexus. And what I mean by solar plexus, it's like the energy, the fire of the energy within your elements within the solar plexus is like the importance that it says to have the elements to present during your visualization and meditation exercises. So basically, that's what that helps you on. Like to give you simple instruction how you can build up any like lay down and close your eyes, take deep breaths to relax your body, and then you repeat as many times as needed until you feel relaxed, ready for meditation. Then there's some other little hints and advice that says keeping your eyes closed and repeat yourself. I was silently or aloud acknowledge and honor my true self, and so I see my solar plexus clearly. So these are little simple things you can do to heighten your thought process, because a lot of times, and I still do it to this day, I get thrown off of the things of this world, out of my external, not my external, my internal, but my external self. You fight off so many things, and sometimes we can get unbalanced, and we get thrown into thinking in our beta state, which is in our lower chakra, instead of our alpha state. And if I move out the way, right behind me, I have basically the chakra setup system right here. And as you can see, the red chakra is the one that's below at the bottom.
That's the root.
That's the root chakra and the heart chakra.
And the root chakra right there, the heart chakra is green.
Right. Right. You got the heart on that.
See, they guys are going around instead of like right here. If you look over here, that's how they go from the bottom
to the top. Yeah, here's another example I'm gonna show you that brother has. These all types of art forms or symbols of these meditations and things like that that can help you stay with this focus. And as you can see it better on his poster, uh, the outlay of the true chakras in the body, from the bottom to the top.
seven of them.
Seven chakras.
each one represents something that when you're trying to get yourself together in order, it's like they're not in the body, they're vortexes that goes around the body.
Let me give you a better look.
It's like an energy flow.
See those chakras, and what we're talking about, these this is the heart chakra.
There's the root on the bottom.
I mean the root chakra, yeah, I can say heart chakra.
And
Root
that's the
chakra.
solar plexus. You know.
Yeah. Then you go up.
So when you really trying to work on your stuff,
yeah, that's what we talk about.
Start from the bottom
and work your way up.
Yeah, and the crown is up at the top.
Correct.
And you got the throat chakra.
Right.
Yeah, see everything like.
And these are all the symbols and things like that.
Yeah.
That we will get into another show where we break down these symbols for you. That way you'll know what they mean and things like that. But this is what I think about. This is the root chakra, like I said. So this is what we always try to keep the energy going up, so we can keep everything balanced.
Yeah, because like say for instance, if you got problems with, say for instance, you got a problem with speaking your truth, right? And you know the truth, but you know, like we have people that want to come on the show and they scared, you know, to speak their truth, or they in a relationship and they scared to speak up for themselves. That means they throat chakra is blocked, meaning that that energy that's supposed to be spinning, the wheel is stuck, it's stagnated. But then you got those people that, you know, talk too much, or you know what I'm saying, or just very outspoken. You know, that means they got a strong heart chakra. You know, like this right here, this bracelet, this is a stone called lapis lazuli. Um, it helps unblock this system right here. This bracelet is blue, it's called lapis lazuli, and it gets you actually speak the truth. People wear necklaces with what is close to their throat. You know what I'm saying? I got a few one up under here.
And then you got your sound drum right there that helps with the chakras. And
yeah, all this is break up stagnated energy. Then sound waves, this is 432 hertz right here. You know what I'm saying? And you got to realize everything is energy. And when you're trying to do something, you got a vortex going around it. If them chakras are not spinning right, you're not going to be able to reach your higher self or become your best self, because you got to work on these things. And it's like stuff they teach in school. You know what I'm saying? I ain't know nothing about no chakras back when I was, you know, high school, elementary, and all that. This is some found knowledge that came about later on. You know, you might have seen some pictures of some Buddhists, like here and there.
yeah.
But these so far street. But now, once you know everything energy, that's how you look at things. You know what I'm saying? And energy actually flows through you. It comes out one, it comes in one. It flows throughout our body. You know, that's why we gotta breathe. You know, stop breathing, ain't no nothing coming in.
Yeah.
So that's why when people get excited, they say, slow down, take a breath. You know, and that's what happens.
Yeah. So with that being said, and like I said, you can also, if you not capable of catching us on Facebook Live, we do have our live streaming going on as we speak, as I posted on the entity 2GO Talk Show at youtube.com. Please join in. You can watch us on the live stream on YouTube as we speak right now.
So make it type ask questions,
and you can also go, there's a space.
We had to ask it probably next week.
Yeah, but there's also a space where you, like brother said, where you can type in your questions, or if you want to respond. Just you know, you can always just go to, like I said, the YouTube live streaming page and type in your response and your requests or what have you. We right here. So also, I said that was the solar. What I said, it was the solar
plex.
Solar plex, yeah. Solar plex.
Yeah.
Yep, so that's what my message was basically about today, from the hearts of the healing, from the chakras, from the daily wisdom of the Buddha, inspiration 365 days, which it says, like for the healing heart, it was saying that, you got to learn to love your external self, because if you can't, if you can't get the balance of your equilibrium, you got to live in harmony, and like Brother said, you got to live in peace and harmony. And all those things come from meditating, making sure you relax yourself, making sure you get enough rest, making sure you eat the right things. Like you said, it's a balance. It's a balance, folks. And it's not something you can just do once. It has gotten so now you have to kind of take accountability to try to balance your life every day. Like from the workforce. Yep, there you go, there you go. From the workforce to your personal life to your family life, it's just so much that we involve. And like the chakra book says, you got to find ways to exercise and clean and energize your chakras. That's on a daily as well. And then what the Buddha Inspiration Daily Wisdom, Buddha Inspiration 365 Inspiration book says, you can't love if you don't love yourself, you can't no way love no one else. So remember that fact too. So I'm just going over all the key things that I gave you today. And for you number four personalities that were born today, your number is four. Remember, it says your challenges are that you are scared. You are afraid, not scared. You have challenges of tapping into your survival mode. So sharpen your senses of survival. Give yourself take your mind through some type of a mental course of a hypothetically situation. So you can kind of like amp your ante on your mental process. But if you do all these things, trust me, you'll be sharper than you ever been before. All right, that's my spiel, and I'm turning you over to Brother.
Okay, cool. What time?
4:45 almost. You got 15 minutes.
Take a quick break. I know you taking a break.
No, I keep 20 something minutes. So we can. I don't have no music.
3 minutes. You don't? I got some, but I ain't even back.
Oh, okay.
I ain't taking a second.
Oh, okay.
I know you saying what
Yeah. Yeah. But, as we were also saying, the band has played. We did our first. To tell some things about the band and what's coming up for the band. We get into our holiday mode performing. So if you know of anyone or any institute that would look to hire a R&B set band, just let us know. You can reach Brother Law at 202. What's the number, brother? 832 2544. If you desire to hire the New Dimension RB set, we are for hire. We have just did a private show for Candy, Lady Candy. Um, we did a private birthday celebration for her. Our brother had posted some other video footage from that. It was very successful. We even had a good time. The first time we ever stayed after the event. We was there from 3. We didn't leave till 10 at night. So that's how good it was. Yeah. So we got a function coming up now. We're going on the next level of things for entertaining. We will be performing at my employer's nursing facility on the 17th, which is a private function, but we will have pictures and video, and that we will be able to forward it to our media pages, and you can see the band in our black tie formal wear and our intermediate holiday zone of our 6-piece set band that we taking forward.
Well, she's gonna do the whole thing now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're gonna do the whole thing. We're gonna have a system there.
So just got word from the maestro. We gonna have a whole band. So yeah, we all gonna be dressed in our formal black. So it's gonna be some things to look forward to on our Instagram pages. And like I said, if you want to interested in, if you know anyone interested in hiring a band for their holiday needs, entertainment needs, brother, give it to them again.
240-832-2544.
The New Dimension Band.
Yep.
That's it. That's it.
For all occasions.
All right.
Get the music. It's already playing.
Okay. All right. We'll get you some music and listen to the sounds, and we'll be right back.
This one, you got to take it off of me.
No.
Because I ain't putting it in no number.
Oh.
Which one you want to put in?
That's not what I thought. I did, though. Wait a minute. Oh, my bad.
Nah, let's do that all the time. Okay, hit whatever button you got to hit. Because I put it in like line 4, 5, and 6.
Okay.
You got to turn it down, bro. What line is that? This is the other. This is that.
Oh.
tool we normally use, you don't really have no 15. You got 15 with the pole and 15 with the hole. So you take them to the out there, come out where you say you got small. So I'm looking for a next one. Then you can, so I got some stuff that we use for home, and that's what my next one is. Just all the way. You know what I mean? And downtown, we got old school. So I think I thought we knew that you can do it as a matter. Okay. I'm in the top phase right now, so I get out on the call.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, here we go now. We back on. I got it. All right. Brother, get ready to bring you his spill of the deal in these last few minutes. I just
don't see it.
Oh,
I don't see it.
that's all. There you go. For you.
Check 1, 2. Check. Check. Check 1, 2. Flag turn it down a little bit. Cool. 1, 2. I would say this one. Left on. You got one with the echo.
Frequency you.
Here we go. You got that in. That means we just listening to was this is her.
Herb Albert. I mean Herb.
That's how this. Once the son of the gun over here. Yeah, Harold Little.
Harold Little, yeah.
Yeah, he was just in,
Big up to Harold. Big up to Harold.
That's always a good look. He got a new CD coming out too.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah. Basically, I'm just gonna talk a little bit on just trying to upgrade your life. There's so much stuff going on out here. You know, people slipping away mentally and physically. You know what I'm saying? Just like we got so many people waking up to this knowledge and becoming mainstream. Some of the sleep people going in deeper sleep. You know what I mean? Rely heavily on drugs. You know what I'm saying? Uh, don't want to do nothing positive. Don't want to hear nothing positive. You know what I'm saying? Like you trying to be positive, you sweat. You know, you're not cool. All that. But I just let them, stay in their in. I tell them they, she wrote this book, and it's good knowledge in the book, and she trying to, give it to the lady. And she said, "Nah, that's our own way."
Well, you said the lady said she's gonna do what?
She was gonna give the lady wrote this book,
No, I'm saying you said when she gave it to the when she was trying to get to the lady, they said, "Oh yeah, all I'm gonna do is go home and shut it down."
Yeah, they said, "No, I ain't gonna do nothing, but go home and shut it down." Right? And so this lady told the truth.
Yeah.
So she don't want the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? It ain't for everybody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I was going to my car, and this big heavy set lady, and she was looking at me, right? So I looked at her, and she said, "Can you help me put my leg in the car?" So I went over there, and she had this like elephant legs, right? But she had like drawers, and I was like, I don't want to touch her legs, but she had a bunch of bags, like plastic bags, on her side of her door. I said, "Well, I just grab one of these bags and help her." Yeah. So I grabbed it. "Oh, that don't touch my bag." And I just walked off. You called me over there for help. So I just put that out there. People is gone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When I say gone, I mean gone, and some of them ain't coming back. So if you listening to this message and you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth, that's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? I was feeling good all day today out there in that sunshine. It's all the time of year, and it's just a beautiful thing. But you want to be riding high. You want to stay on a high frequency. Like I said, we got these things in here, sand bowls. We got all time. We got all stuff, same stuff we been saying now about for years. You know what I'm saying? It's coming mainstream. I was in the Safeway, and I seen this on a magazine. It got Story of the Witch. You know what I'm saying? And it got this whole book.
Wow.
It's about the beginning and all the way up to the present day. A story on witches.
Wow.
So why do you think
they putting this out there?
Now,
they all of a sudden want to put this information out
there. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody, we grew up and saying this is the Wizard of Oz. You know what I'm saying? Because these are the days we're moving into. People working their magic. And people doing magic now. You're already up under spells. We breaking spells now. Yeah. We breaking generation curse. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Things that our ancestors did, we no longer have to do.
You don't have to pay for that no more.
You know what I'm saying?
My name ain't Toby.
Yeah, and that's what we're doing here, and a lot of other people doing. So for the lost ones, when the student appears, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. And so if you woke, that's a good thing. Give yourself a round.
Yay! For those who've been thinking with your alpha state thinking.
Yeah. So with that being said, I just want to get into. I had some downloads. You know what I'm saying? If you want to just keep moving forward, the key is stay focused on the present. How people get stuck if they stay in the past or they mind too far in the future. Right. You know what I'm saying? Can't really do too much about the past. No. And you can't control the future. Correct. The only thing you have is the now. So if you focus more of your time and energy on the now, you can have a better future. Correct. You know what I'm saying? Learn from the mistakes you did in the past. Right. Incorporating them to not making those mistakes again. Also, keeping your mouth shut when you're trying to accomplish something. Moving silent. Yeah, when you got your dreams and your stuff you want to do, get everything lined up and do it, then you can tell somebody about it. And that way they can't stop it. Because, people ain't physically got to do stuff. Told you now when they age of 12, they can mentally do stuff. Don't like you, speak stuff on you. You know what I'm saying? Send bad intentions your way. All this stuff is real because it's energy. Like I said before, energy can never be destroyed. It can be reissued out a different way. You know what I mean? So, with that being said, use just some of the tools you can use. Stay focused on it now. You got a new job. Focus on that. You can look into where you want to move at from there. But, just whatever you can do today. Whatever you can do today. Don't procrastinate and say, well, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that and then never do it. Because they're stuck and stagnant. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, and then you got to even jump out there on faith. A lot of times, take a chance on faith. Yeah, a lot of times you might believe you can't do something. But if you jump out there, you never know. You'll find out. For you, yeah. Trail of error gonna come with anything. Take one step, you get two. But I talk to people that's doing jobs and they're like, when I first started out, I ain't, I just filled out the application. I didn't think I was going to be doing it. And I got that call, and once you got that call, you had to prepare yourself. And one thing leads to another. Because it's great, you got something for you. It's for you. They just ain't give you something. You ain't got to do nothing. You got to take action. And once you start taking the action, one thing leads to another. And, you be good. And another thing is, when we always talking about stay in the present. You know, don't worry too much about the future. Don't worry too much about the past. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, do what you can do while you, right now. I said this, say I want to get out of here and go where I'm leaving here. I have to think about it, right? But I probably won't say it on the air. Somebody might call me. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
like I say, move aside. That'll help. We already talked about, I don't want to say redundant, about just having keeping your vibration high. Because you can't
Activate anything.
you can't do good things or positive things with a negative mindset. You know what I'm saying? With such words come out your mouth, 5 minutes, you know, some people don't really want to function. They think they gotta have weed, drugs, or whatever just to function. You know what I'm saying? That stuff's supposed to be like like recreation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Just like you said, recreation.
Some people they got to have the
R&R.
you
Ain't supposed to go no further than that.
Yeah. You know, I don't knock nobody things they do, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To each his own. But, you know, you gotta work on your life and now you can speak those things as not. Start changing your vocabulary. The words you speak out your mouth. Don't speak bad things on yourself. You know, don't say that you can't. You know, I just listen to people talk all the time. You know, they say I'm gonna do this, but I already know this. Well, why are you doing it? You know, I told a couple of my cousins a couple of times they gonna do something, but they already know it ain't gonna work. I said, you gonna kill yourself right there.
Already knocked it down.
You know what I'm saying? So
shot it down before you can give it a start.
Keep your mouth shut, man. You know, that's like
you gotta sometimes do it to yourself.
Your mouth. You know what I'm saying? So we're at the end of the hour. We started a little late, but you know, you can hit us up anytime on our numbers and our phones. And because I stopped talking to people like I used to a couple of years back. Everybody not gonna wake up at this time again. And you don't want to get stuck. So have them pull you back down. You know what I'm saying?
Back down to their lower vibration itself.
And they look at you and they get mad at you
because you walking around happy go lucky.
You know what I'm
saying? They don't understand why you have. They don't know that you've been like the Mary 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 song say. When she get behind closed doors and get down on her knees and you never know it's the God in me. You know what I'm saying?
So they can see that shine.
Yeah, they can see that shine. They don't like that. But that's why you got to build yourself up so you can be able to get out there in the external world and go pew pew, knock their asses back where they came from.
Don't brush your shoulders off.
That's like you say, brother. Do it again.
Don't brush your
shoulders off. Yep. So.
Yeah. So with all that being said, man, we just want to thank y'all for tuning in.
We appreciate you, Kat, and my son, Mr. Brown. They've been riding with us for a bit. Thank you. And I just one thing before we close, I'm gonna get back to brother. I was up here and I was doing my little affirmation card. I divided the deck in three. I picked out a card for myself, and I'm gonna read it to you what it says for me for my affirmation.
You got them 5 minutes?
It says today I am adventurous. Today I will get out of my way and get off my comfort zone and try something I never tried before.
So did you do that?
No, I am.
Okay.
I'm gonna do this today. Yeah, I'm gonna do this today. So look forward for my revealing of my adventure, you guys. So with that being said, one love, one thug. Until the next episode, I'm gonna turn over to Bro. You want to say something to the people?
Like you said, one love, one thug. We out, and see you next Thursday, next time.
And if you would like to catch the live streaming of our other episodes, we finally got all our shows together on one page, on one entity, and that's the 2GO Talk Show at YouTube.com. And it's 130 episodes. So you can choose from whatever show you'll be liking.
And also they can tune into Bra Law. BRALAW. And I got a lot of short clips of, different little sneak peeks.
BRAW at what? YouTube.com?
Yeah, that on YouTube.
Okay,
You
so
know,
yeah.
like and subscribe. And then we got a lot of clips from the band. In there
New
too.
Dimension
New
Band.
Dimension Band.
That's right on
So,
YouTube as well. So
you
check
get-
us out
You get a good ride to basically.
of what we do and the
Yeah.
many hats that we flow in that the universe does allow to touch
It's
your
gonna open
soul.
up some
And
more.
yep,
But you gotta keep your vibrations high.
gotta keep them vibrations high. One love, family. One love.
So that's the name. So we got to move. So, yeah, I need to get that good on. Yeah.
Good show, brother. Good show.